Hi guys, it's me again. I'm just going to do this pregnancy tag that I saw on YouTube, and I thought I would go ahead and do it because I have nothing else to do at the moment. And yeah, so I'll just go ahead and get started with that. Nobody really tagged me, I just thought that I would go ahead and do it. So the first question is, how and when did you find out you were pregnant? I found out on June 5th, 2012. It was a Tuesday. It was my day off, so I didn't work. And the day before, my boyfriend was like, I think you're pregnant. It's such a weird, random thing to just come out and say. And he did. And I was like, no, I had my monthly. I am due to get it next week. Um, like I had it last month. I'm due to get it next week. I haven't had any symptoms. I don't think that I am. And he was like, well, I think we should just buy a couple tests. So we bought what's it called? The AeroProof test, the EPT test. And that that was on a Monday that we bought them. And I said, well, I'll just wait till the morning to take them because that's supposed to be like the best time to take a test. And then I would be one day closer to my menstrual cycle, whatever, to getting my period. So it would be more accurate the closer that you get to the time you're supposed to have it. So yeah, the next morning I woke up and I went ahead and went in the bathroom and I had the test, and he was waiting outside by the door. And as soon as I peed on this stick, it said pregnant right away. I did not have to wait the 3 minutes. I didn't even get to finish peeing before the second line showed up. So I was in shock. I didn't. It must have been so strong because I wasn't even due. I hadn't even missed my period yet. I wasn't due to get it till the next week, and it showed up that quickly. So yeah, that's how and when I found out. The next question is, how did you feel? We weren't trying to get pregnant, but we also weren't opposed to getting pregnant either. Um, I was in such shock, and I was thinking, how did he know that I was pregnant before I knew I was pregnant? I mean, it's my body. I should be more in tune with myself. And I guess he said he just felt it. He felt like I was. Um, I was in shock. I came out of the bathroom and I just held the stick up to him, and I was like, I was speechless. I didn't know what to say. He started smiling so hard, and his eyes watered up, and he just looked so happy. It was not the reaction I was expecting. I was expecting like a blank stare or shock or something, but he was so happy, and it made me feel so comforted and so happy as well. I teared up. I started to cry. I was filled with just so many different emotions that I'm the type of person that cries for everything. I cry when I'm happy, I cry when I'm sad, I cry when I'm shocked, frustrated, you name it. I'm a big crybaby. So I started to cry, and he just hugged me, and he was so happy. And then I remember him dropping to his knees and just kissing my stomach. And he was just seventh heaven right there. How old were you when you found out? I was 21 years old. I just turned 22 in September. Did you wait 3 months to tell people? Now, I didn't know that you were supposed to wait 3 months to tell people. I did want to wait until after my first doctor's appointment before I told anybody, but I did tell my mom the same day that I took the test. She came over for, I think it was either for dinner or something. I can't remember what she came over for. But she came over with my nephews, and we sat down at the kitchen table, and me and Rogelio, we told her together. And she kind of just smiled and said, I knew it. I knew that's what you were going to tell me. And she just looked happy. And so I guess everybody knew that I was pregnant, except for me. My grandma even told me that she had a feeling that I was pregnant before we told her. And so yeah, we told my mom the same day, but I didn't tell anybody else that I was pregnant until after my first doctor's appointment. Really, I think I did mention it to a couple people at work, just my very close friends and my mom. So they knew, and then I had my first doctor's appointment on July 10th. So I was around 10 weeks when I had my first doctor's appointment. So it wasn't the exact 12 weeks, it was a little before. That's when I made it public, was after my first doctor's appointment. That's when I showed everybody the ultrasound and had proof that everything was going all right. How did you tell the father? Well, he was there with me when I took the test, so I didn't really have any special cute way to tell him. I kind of wish that I would have taken the test on my own, but it was his idea to take the test, so I didn't get to tell him in any cute way. Is this your first? Yes, this is my first. This will be my first child. Do you want more? We do. Yes, we want a couple more. Not sure as to how soon we want another child after we have our daughter, but we do want at least one or two more. And then we'll just see how it goes. We'll take it from there. I don't want just one shot at experiencing pregnancy and becoming a mother. I want to experience it more than once. So we will definitely try and have more after we have our daughter, within time. Next question is, biggest craving thus far? My cravings change from week to week, and after I get what I had been craving, I kind of don't crave it anymore. One thing that has stuck with me throughout this entire pregnancy, though, is milk and cheese. I love cheese and I love milk, and ever since I became pregnant, I love those things. Oh, sorry, heartburn. I love those things even more. So, I guess milk and cheese would be my biggest cravings because they've stuck with me. What is the best part of being pregnant? I think the best part of being pregnant is just knowing what your body is capable of and experiencing all of it. Even when you feel horrible, you're still doing something so amazing, and that in itself is a great feeling. I love feeling her move. I think it's the most amazing thing in the world to be able to feel your child move inside of you. Like, it's just the reassurance that they're okay. I'm in here saying hi. It's great. I love that. I also love how I get treated. I know that sounds funny, but like, my boyfriend is just so attentive to me. He makes sure that I have my vitamins. He makes sure that I have all the good healthy foods in the house. He helps me out with like the housework when I'm exhausted, and it's just great. So yeah, that just overall being pregnant is the best. I love it, and I will definitely be doing this again if I can. So the next question is, worst part of being pregnant? I guess the worst part for me would be the waiting game. I hate waiting for anything. I am so impatient. I need results, and I need to know everything right away. And it's so hard, like when you wait for your first doctor's appointment to see them, and you wait for your first ultrasound, and you wait to find out the gender, and you wait to find out if everything is going okay, if he or she is healthy. You wait for everything, and then you still have to wait to find out what they look like and their personality. And it's such a hard game to play, waiting for everything. So I guess that would be the worst part of pregnancy for me. It wouldn't be any of the symptoms or anything like that, because all of those get counted out when you think of all the good that you're doing. So the waiting game, that would be the worst. I hate it. Will you find out the gender, and what do you prefer? We did find out the gender. I found out at 21 weeks. We are having a girl, so this will be our first daughter and our first child all in one. I didn't have any preferences. Everybody was asking me all the way up until we found out what we were having, do you want a boy or a girl? And all I could think was, I just want a healthy baby. I don't really care if it's a girl or it's a boy. I just want them to be healthy, and I want this pregnancy to go smoothly and for them to come at the right time. So I didn't have a preference. For my second child, I would love it if I had a son, because then I would have a daughter and a son, and it would be that nice, even thing. But I'm really happy with whatever God decides to give me. So no preference there. Names picked out, any stories behind them? We do have a name. Her name is going to be Graciela, and I'm going to call her Gracie for short. There's a little story behind the name, but I don't really feel like explaining it because it's a long story. So, what is your birth plan? I plan to try and go natural. I don't really want any interference with what my body is trying to do. If by some chance something goes wrong, I do have to have like a cesarean or get an epidural or get induced or something along those lines, I will not beat myself up over it. I will not be heartbroken. I just want what's best for my daughter. So that being said, I do still want to try and go natural, have her come on her own time and let my body do its thing. But if I can't, that's okay too. Will you breastfeed? Yes, I plan on breastfeeding. I plan on getting a breast pump too, so that others can feed her while I'm at work, or if my mom has to watch her, or if she has to go to daycare, I'll have that milk supply for her. Do you plan to work or be a stay-at-home mom? I plan on going back to work just because I pretty much have to right now. We're not in a position where I can just quit my job. So I will be going back to work. I am going to take the longest amount of time that they will allow me to take, which is 3 months. So I will be taking 3 months off and be with her for the first 3 months of her life. But I will be going back to work after that. That's another reason why I want to pump, so that others can feed her while I am at work. Will you make your own baby food? I do plan on making my own baby food. I think that would be the best route for us. Do you have a nursery theme or idea? We don't have a theme really yet, because we don't have much of the decoration and like the bedding and all that. I do like butterflies. I've been buying like a lot of butterfly themed things for her and polka dots. So I guess it'll be like purple butterflies and polka dots. So yeah, other than that, not really. And that was the last question. So if you have any questions for me, just go ahead and leave them in a comment. And thanks for watching. Bye.